Everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and yesterday we got a brand new trailer for Andor Season 2, which, I'm really excited about. I think this was, for many people, probably the best thing to come out of all the Disney Plus Star Wars shows, or at least second, third place. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. I'm very curious what they're going to do here, so let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, got like a guitar riff going on, sounds like. All right.
We're in a war. You want to fight? Or you want to win?
He's in a TIE fighter, okay. Or a TIE striker. One of the TIEs. Hailed as critics everywhere. Okay, yeah. Nice. Saw Guerrero's back. This is an interesting song. Okay. Yay, look at him.
Now.
Hey!
Swell party this is.
Grenade Death Star. And there's is this Yavin? No. Maybe? No. Interesting. Whoa, wait. Who are those guys? That looks cool. And a dancing scene, okay. Hey, there's K2SO, probably. It's that dork. Cereal. Whoa.
Remember this moment. You're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
Nice. He's dressed up all April 22nd. Okay. Well, I guess the first thing that I don't hate this song, but I will say it was like kind of jarring, like, because it's, that first season of Andor, it was so like kind of slow moving and kind of like really dramatic and really like politically driven, and kind of like it puts you like in this real world kind of thing, whereas this is being advertised as like an action show, like we're gonna have fun, we're gonna like explode stuff, we're gonna go get in a TIE striker and shoot up an Imperial base, and like this feels like a whole different vibe. Now, is the actual show gonna be that way? I kind of doubt it, but interesting choice in song, I guess. I didn't hate it. Like it was cool to watch, but like I don't know if the show Andor is gonna match that kind of vibe. That's interesting, but more importantly, we got a whole bunch of footage. So with the sound off, let's go ahead and I do really like all the stuff they did here with like just the walking shots, and I'm trying to see what we even got here. So this, I don't know if this is actually like Coruscant, but it's interesting architecture, and we see the staircase there, so it looks like that and this is the same location. Lots of stormtroopers. I think that's definitely one thing that this season I'm expecting. I am expecting this to be more action oriented, only because the whole first season was Andor like trying to join the rebellion and it kind of just forming, whereas it feels like this season, especially because it's going to be jumping, like I don't know if you guys have heard this, but like every group of 3 episodes will jump forward a year. So like we're literally going to get closer and closer and closer to Rogue One, to where like the rebellion is fully a thing, it exists, we're fighting stormtroopers, Luke Skywalker and Han Solo are gonna show up the next day, like it's you know what I mean, like, so we're getting to that part now, whereas the first season was 5 years before that really was a thing, so I love, what was that? Okay, so I don't know, some kind of vehicle there. I just love the shots. Okay, so this is Yavin, obviously, the temple back there. So if this is Yavin, I almost want to say that other, and I will say I saw someone, this is just, it looks cool. Like I think if you take stormtroopers and put them in any other environment that we're not used to seeing them in, like it's not a jungle, it's not a desert, it just always looks really cool. I think Rogue One kind of proved that by putting them on a beach. So having them in a wheat field, like, it looks really neat. It just, him and a TIE striker. Now he steals this at some point, and we see the wheat field. So okay, so we know that This is connected to that. Also, is that a troop transport? I think so. I don't know if you guys, I believe this is a troop transport or a prisoner transport, whichever one you want to call it. That's what it looks like from here. So if you guys don't know, those were Kinner toys where you could like put, I think, up to 4 or 6 stormtrooper action figures in a vehicle, and they like kind of hung out on the sides, and they made them canon, I believe, in the Mandalorian. So if that's what he's blowing up here, then that missile is just hitting troopers directly. There they go. You know, and I think, you know, acknowledging that, like, yeah, the first season, like, and maybe it didn't do too hot, like, viewership wise, but like critically it was like the shit, right? Like the critics love that first season. So Saw Gerrera, we see he's like looking almost exactly like we see him in Rogue One, so his like transformation to that Saw Gerrera is like pretty much complete, you know. And again, we're gonna be jumping several years in between every 3 episodes, so who knows when that takes place. Looks like Mon Mothma is at this dancing party. Now, is this a wedding for her daughter? If you guys forgot, that was a thing that was kind of set up at the end of last season. Her daughter's getting married to that one guy, that one kid. There's this guy, Luthen, right? Now, I can't tell. That doesn't. Do we know this girl? This is not Bix, right? No. Who is this? I don't know if we know who this is, but whoever. Her and Andor, they just went on some mission. They're exploding something. And of course, Director Krennic. Now, here's the only thing. Krennic does not know Andor, right? So, like, we know, or at least I'm pretty sure they don't ever, like, act like they know each other in the movie, in Rogue One. So, that means that at no point in this story is Director Krennic gonna come, you know, cross paths with Andor, at least not directly. So, if he's in this season for any kind of significant amount of time, I almost want to say that means it's probably going to be him versus Luthen, probably. Director Krennic might be the one that finds out Luthen's whole deal and takes him out, because obviously Luthen's not there in Rogue One, so I don't expect him to make it past this show. And of course, Death Star's here. We know that they're still working on the ring. That's what they were doing, or the dish. That's what they were doing in the prison. They're creating the little panels for the dish, so we know that that's a thing that's happening. Pretty cool. Always cool to. And now this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably still Yavin 4, probably. But obviously, like, someone's been killed here, and ships are taking off. They're leaving. I saw some people guess that this might be I do not remember the name of the planet. It's in The Force Awakens. It's where the Resistance base was in The Force Awakens, and that kind of makes sense, because if you follow any of like the sequel trilogy kind of lore, a lot of it is that the Resistance basically just found old rebellion bases and they just like took over those spots. So it would kind of follow that logic of like, oh, okay, so the one we saw in The Force Awakens, the one that they evacuate from at the beginning of The Last Jedi, that was some old rebellion base, and so that could be what we're seeing here. Maybe it'd be kind of a cool tie-in, but it might just be Yavin 4. I don't know. Hard to tell, really. Yeah. Let's see, so that's some more of that staircase. So wherever this is, oh geez, that's a lot of bodies actually on the ground there. A lot of citizen bodies. Now that's, you know, we're used to seeing stormtroopers blown up, but this is a lot of citizens on the ground not moving. So something crazy happens here, wherever this is, this white staircase structure. And of course it's oh, what's his name? Is it Brezin? I need to go rewatch the show, but he's being captured somewhere. Now these guys, this is something I wanted to look at. So they're not wearing standard trooper gear. They're wearing something else. It almost looks familiar, but whatever these guys' deal is, that's a really cool look, you know? that would make it for a cool action figure. This, like, they got like pieces of trooper armor, but they also got like other straps and all kinds of stuff going on, so that's pretty fascinating. In fact, hold on, I think you see one of them going into the hallway here. So I don't know what's going on here, but it involves the ISB, I guess. Now that's just a really cool shot. I'm assuming this is Cassian shooting all these troopers in their own hangar. Now that's cool. Now it makes sense. This seems to be, again, this might be the wedding, or this might be some other separate Coruscant event. I think Mon Mothma's right there. Now it's just a cool, like, you know, just this thing's taking a bunch of pictures of everybody. So it's just got like this revolving flashing thing. Of course, K2SO's there. Now that was Bix, I think, who we just hugged. Let's see. Now Cyril, this dork. I don't know. He's just God. I don't know what his role in the story is. I don't know if he's supposed to be like thematically or whatever. I don't know if he's supposed to be like the opposite of Cassian. Like he's going, you know, he's just going completely down the other path. So that way we're kind of seeing both perspectives of like someone who joins the rebellion and becomes like a true rebel, and then someone who like just goes further and further down the imperial kind of role there. I don't know if like that's why he's here, but I have yet to figure out, like, he doesn't seem like someone who's ever going to be a physical match for Cassian. Like if they get in a shootout or if they have to fight each other, I'm like, I can't imagine Cyril like being much of a challenge. So I'm not sure what he's gonna do at the end of the show. If he's gonna become someone significant, I don't know, but it's interesting. Let's see. Also, hold on a minute. Okay, so whoever this is. Oh, is this Luthen's is this Luthen's employee, the lady that works with Luthen in the shop? Is that her? It might be her. I don't know. But it looks like at some point, and I imagine this is maybe when their cover is blown, she's pulling out a piece in front of everybody, and I don't know, she's maybe taking some rich people hostage. I don't know. And of course, just really cool shot of, I'm assuming Cassian taking out a bunch of troopers in the TIE Striker there. I don't know who this is, but something's going on. Okay, and then that's Cyril's mom. And then Saw Gerrera, you know, just getting real intense. I don't know who that is that he's holding there, but it's somebody. Yeah. And of course, you know, he's all cleaned up, so you have to assume he's going undercover on Coruscant somewhere. And again, this looks like the structure here, the building. It looks like that white building with the staircases where we see some kind of massacre happen. So I don't know, something big happens wherever this is, this white staircase, the white building place. Something not good happens here. But in any case, yeah, it looks really cool. I'm excited. Again, the music was an interesting choice, but yeah, I think we're in for a treat. You know, like if there's anything at all that I think the majority of Star Wars fans can still look forward to in our divisive times, it's probably Andor Season 2. I think the majority of us say, like, yeah, Andor was cool. This is probably going to be a really good, like, season, you know, and especially because we know this is the end of it. There's not going to be any kind of weird loose threads or things that they don't, like, you know, that they choose to like leave open-ended for a possible future season. This is gonna be like it, you know, and for some reason that's like really comforting to me, where I'm like, okay, this is legitimately gonna be an ending of a story. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about Andor Season 2, and I'll see you guys later.